what is an entrepreneurial mindset? It's having people willing, for example, to go beyond the core business. One of the biggest problems established companies face is that whenever there is a new market, a new technology, a new disruption, and they're thinking about how to respond to it or how to exploit it, they always start their thinking from the perspective of the core business. They always start saying, okay, do I have any technologies, any assets, any core competences in the core business that would allow me to take them into the new market to exploit the new market? And that way of thinking is always wrong. It's always wrong because it constrains your thinking. It doesn't allow you to think like an entrepreneur. What does an entrepreneur do? Whenever they see a new market, they start their thinking with the market and they say, if I were to enter this market, what should I do to be successful in that market? And they list the strategies they need to develop. And afterwards, they start thinking, what competences do I have? What technologies do I have? What assets do I have to bring into the new market to implement the strategy that I thought of? Established companies start their thinking the wrong way. Instead of starting with the market and then deciding what to do, they start with the core business, and that forces them to think of a limited number of things they could do in the new market. So one element of entrepreneurial thinking, in my mind, is how do you start your thinking? Do you start with the core business, or do you start with the market first? Another element is who does the entrepreneurial thinking? It is impossible, in today's world, it's impossible for one leader or one board or 10, 20 senior managers to think of everything that needs to happen in an organization. We need to delegate the responsibility and give autonomy to people everywhere in the organization to come up with ideas that would allow us to compete effectively. It doesn't mean chaos. It doesn't mean anybody can do anything they want. It means giving autonomy to people within certain clear parameters. If you have a clear purpose as an organization and a clear strategy that guides your people, you could allow yourself to give them a lot of autonomy to think. Because the more people think and come up with ideas in an organization, the more entrepreneurial you become.